Hi, Dan Brown here, and I'm the head of Prosperity Core, doing this on a volunteer basis. And I'm coming to you Sunday here because I actually promised to bring you some tips on what can you do. We're about to go into the recovery period. And the recovery period is now that we know the gates are lifted and we're going to be going back to work and life is going to start to restore back to the way it was. We are at a point now where we actually have to prepare as business owners. What are we going to do? And if you haven't thought about marketing in this element and that part of business, then that's what I'm going to help you with. But right now you need to be thinking with that probably more than ever right now. Hopefully you've been marketing through this time. Hopefully you haven't just been, waiting for this to get over. But even if you did, this is a time where I can tell you, you want to get your marketing straight. So I'm going to give you some tips on that. This is the first of those tips. Okay, so what do we need to think with? What are all the different things we need to think with? Well, I think there's a lot to be said for whatever you've done in the past that has been successful. Okay, so successful action, successful marketing, as we covered in my initial video to you. These things are massively important. They work. You don't want to just sit there and guess at this point in time. You want to go with proven successful marketing actions in the past. Now, on top of that, you want to do anything right now that's online related. Why online related? Online related because so many people are online right now. That's going to start to return to somewhat of normalcy in a short period of time, but 60% increased usage, and that's moderate at best. So you definitely want to jump all over that. So with that, what I want to do is I want to go over some of the basics of what do you do to make sure that your online presence is up. And I've got my computer open. I'm going to take you through some of the things that I do with our clients, and I'm going to do just a general overview. So let's get down to it. I'm going to type in Google. Now, what you want to do is you want to type in the name of your business. Let me just find a roofing company near me. I don't have a roofing company, but here we have in Google. You're going to see here that there are people who are advertising, and I'll bring this up here. Those that are advertising are at the top. You see this here, and then you see this ad. Okay, now that's a change. Google actually took the color out of that because they're getting less clicks. Why are they getting less clicks? Because so many people are not ad clickers. I am not an ad clicker. I don't know if you're an ad clicker. I want you to put in the comments below, are you an ad clicker or not? You're not a bad person if you do. 30% of people by estimate are ad clickers. 70% of people by estimate are ad ignorers. I happen to be an ad ignorer. Don't know why. It's not something it's a right or a wrong thing. It's just I'm not one of those people. 70% of people go down here underneath the map, and that's what we call the local search response or local search results. And local search results are so powerful. Today, in this day and age, you need to make sure that you're in that because that's your organic. That's you're not coming up on an ad. Now, sometimes you'll find an ad in there, okay? But they've called this a Google 3-pack, local search results. Sometimes there'll be one more up there, but you see Dean Roofing, Dutch's Roofing Company, and E-Star Roofing Services. So let's just take a look at these three. Those are the three top organic listings, and that's comprised of about 220 different factors that Google works out to determine where do you sit in all that, okay? Now, I'm not going to get into those 220 factors, but we know some of the key ones, and then we know some of the important ones. And then that's just for Google. Let's talk about the consumer. When I am the consumer and I look at this screen, let's take a look at this screen. I'm looking here and I see this down here. I go, wow, okay. So Dean Roofing Company, and this is the average consumer. Dean Roofing Company, okay, 4.5 stars, 49 reviews. Dutch's Roofing Company, 4.8 stars, 30 reviews. And E-Star Roofing Services, 4.1 stars and 25 reviews. Now, what's the importance of these reviews and that star rating? Well, if you are like a typical consumer today, Amazon, buyer. Like I'm an Amazoner. I love to shop on Amazon. If I'm not getting a package like every other day, I start itching. It's something that if you're an Amazoner, you'll know this. You'll go searching for your product, and when you search for that product, you'll find a few results. I'm going to ask you this question. Do you find a couple products and then choose between them by going into the description of the product and looking at the 19 paragraphs of text? Or are you like me and do you shoot down to the reviews and read the customer reviews? Well, if you're like me, you read the customer reviews, and the star rating is important. Now I want to go back to the screen. I want to look at this thing. It says, it's very interesting. So close, but I want to know which one you choose. Would you choose Dean Roofing, Dutch's Roofing, or E-Star Roofing? Maybe none of those. Maybe we'd go to more businesses and we'd check that. Now you start to see an ad here. This is very important. You've got this. Now this is where they still have the green ad in place, but I'm going to tell you here, it's interesting. You've got this at the top, add and ad. So that's a paid ad. And again, 30% of people are going to click that. Now look at this. You got 4.8 stars, 25 reviews, 4.2 stars, 23 reviews. And then we have our organic results beneath that. So here we have a bit more. You got Weatherproof Roofing Company, 4.3 stars, 57 reviews. Lambert Roofing Services, 12 reviews, 4.3 stars. I could tell you some of the companies I would definitely not be calling. And for me, it's going to sit right up here. Wherever I see 4.8, 25, and they're advertising 4.5, 49, I'm going to probably be clicking on that. Now, what is the consumer generally looking at next? Well, at that point, the consumer is going to look at a few things. They're going to look at website. They're going to look at the reviews. They're actually going to read the reviews. And they're also going to look at your Google profile. Okay, now what's the Google profile? Well, that's your free listing with Google. It's called your Google My Business, and I'm going to show it to you right now. If I click any one of these, like say I like Dean Roofing Company or Dutch's Roofing Company. If I click that once, I get this pop-up here, and it shows me a quick view of this. I can quickly assess the reviews and read the reviews. I can read a negative review. I can sort by newest, see how often they get a review, 1 month, 2 months, 2 months ago, 6 months ago, 9 months ago. So they're not adding reviews anytime fast. I can sort by lowest and look and see what Cosmo had to say about this company. And I can also search by, of course, highest. Most relevant means that's something that Google wants to tell you is how they would search this person. So let's go back and look at the profile. The profile is super important here. So I'm going to X this out. Here's the profile. Look at the photos connected to this. I don't know if you guys can see this, but I'm not too impressed. Here's what I see. I see, let me see if I can show you. I see one photo. I'm going to click on another one so you can see this one. Dean Roofing Company. There's a couple photos. Put a house photo in there. Another one there. Okay. It's showing me a little bit about what they work. Okay, good. So they do flat roofs. They do these textured roofs, and they do conventional shingle roofs. That might be important to me, and I would want to know that. I might want to know that. So you're going to want to put photos in there. Let's take a look at Weatherproof Roofing Company. Now, here we go. Somebody knows what they're doing here. And let's just go through this. So first off, you want to make sure your address is right. You want to check your hours. Click your hours and make sure all your hours are correct. You want to check your phone number and make sure that's your phone number. I just found somebody 2 nights ago that said, no, that's not my phone number. We called it, it rang and rang. We called it back, it was busy. Scary. Now let's take a look at your photos. And your photos, this communicates something to me. They're branded. They're probably a proper company. It's not some guy operating out of a van down by his river. Good. There, showing me some actual roofs, showing me that they're working. Yeah, there we go. They're branded. See, this person knows what they're doing when it comes to marketing. There we go. Your very safest choice, Golden Pledge. So they've got some sort of third-party endorsement or something that makes me feel that I can trust this company a little bit more. Maybe the guy likes his truck a little bit too much. Let's put some money into that thing. These are things I think of as a purchaser, so I just want you to think with this as well. Certified slate crafter specialist, that might mean something. If I've got a slate roof, certainly. Certified weather stopper, 3-part roof. So they're telling me that they actually have some credibility. Love your roofer. Okay, good. Showing me that they do stuff and they know that it's important that I see that they do stuff, and it's a confidence builder. So out of that one, that's my winner. I'm going to go to the website here. Now it's 4.3 stars, but I'll get back to that. Okay, the website's current, it's modern, wasn't done by his sister's cousin who's learning websites. It's not super great. Now I am going to look at the reviews. 4.3 is kind of low. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to search by lowest rating. Price was appropriate, employees were efficient, completed the re-roofing job. Upon completion, I noticed a problem with the metal drip edge, placed it at an improper angle. They returned and straightened out the metal, but left an area of standing water over the repaired drip edge. Called back after a rain roof inspection. Was told via phone and email, bill the owner. Yeah, okay, good. Sorry to rain on the parade of compliments, but could be the second worst roofers. Good, I'll read that one through. Okay, and then I'm probably gonna read their good reviews. I'm gonna also see when these came in. Like I can see that's 5 months ago, 5 months ago, 11 months ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago, 6 months ago, a year ago, 2 years ago. Okay, now let's look at their good reviews. Let me sort by newest. A month ago, 2 months ago, 4 months ago. Okay, so there's our one from 5 months ago. Good, so what are we seeing in this profile? We're seeing that this is a decent company, okay company, but they do have some customer service issues. Why am I taking all this time to talk about a roofing company? I don't care about a roofing company. I'm not here to talk to you about a roofing company. I'll tell you this, that it is up to you if you want to worry and bother with this. But I'm going to say this. I'm taking this example to show you what a typical consumer does. A typical consumer goes through Google and looks at Google and says, hey, what is going on here? How is this looking out? How is this working out? Is this a proper company? And they're going to be looking at you on this free directory. I just want to make sure you have your Google directory set up. I want you to type your business name into Google. I want you to just go in and type whatever your business name is, either in the search bar or right up here at the very top. Just say, could be MGE Management Experts. Good. So I pull it up, MGE Management Experts. We got 660 reviews at 4.9 stars. Why? Well, I've been doing some work on this one, okay? And I can tell you that when I started the project on this profile, it was, we were at about, I think, 40 to 60 reviews. That was about a year and a half ago. So we've added this many reviews in less than a year and a half. So it's very, very important. If you need help with this, I can give you help with this. I'll take you through it. I'll walk you through it. But make sure you got top reviews. Make sure you're handling your negative reviews. I'll talk about that in a future video. And make sure that you've got a nice profile and it's representative in all your photos. I'll click some of the photos here so you can see our photos at MGE. And I didn't upload these, but it shows a lot of character. It shows the size of our seminars. It shows people that are happy. It shows professionalism. It shows me with a big celebrity in dentistry. It shows our clients. It shows that we know how to do things, and it shows our clay demos, and that we have a big events. And I'll walk you through some of this stuff here. So I want to just give you an example. So I'll show you some of the points that you want to cover. You want to highlight the things that you think your customers are going to want to know about. They're going to want to see you having fun. They want to see that you're connected to industry. That's a big dental opinion leader in the dental field. Definitely have a branded, or not a branded, but an external photo of your premises so people can recognize it when they drive up to it. You know, highlight your speakers, highlight personalities, any celebrities, where you've been. Keep it fun, keep it interesting. Now, other people can add to your Google My Business, so not all of these are things that we've added, but you know, look at all the photos. This is just on our Google My Business page. It goes on and on and on. So I hope this has been helpful. This is the first kind of installment of this. I'm going to be doing a bunch of stuff that I think is going to help you. Sorry, and the reason I keep looking down is I'm doing the switching as we're going through this. I've got a little studio switching system, and it switches from camera to another camera and then to the computer. But I'm going to help you with this. But the first thing I want you to do is I want you to look at your own profile. I want you to type in the name of your business. Look at your Google My Business profile. Make sure that the address is right, the phone number is right, all your listing data is right. Really inspect it. And then if you find out points, then what I want you to do is message me back or put in the comments, and I'll be taking up how to go to the next step. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this if you don't want to spend time on it. I think Google is a big deal. I'm going to talk more about Google. I'm going to talk about Yelp. I'm going to talk about other things that you need to think of as a business owner. But Google is right now currently the biggest directory, free online directory, and the most widely used one. So I hope that's a helpful tip. In future tips, what I want to do is I want to tell you how to get a bunch of reviews, how to manage your Google My Business presence, how to look at your other presence, and manage your reputation. So we're going to call that a day on this one. Keep it nice and short. It wasn't that short, but I hope you enjoyed it. Prosperity Core, Dan Brown, tuning out for today, and we'll see you back on the next one.